Namaste, hello, this is Gzil from Goddess Creative. I've got another reading for you today. This reading is done in the second week of November, and this reading is for Gzil, the Zilliqa rewards token. The rewards token for Zilliqa called Gzil. You earn Gzil when you stake your Zilliqa. You just get it free, okay? But it has been tied to, like, you can exchange it. Apparently you can exchange it. And it's actually, you get a certain amount of Zil for it, which is then worth a certain amount of money. So that's how they work out if what its value is. But yes, I've found, this is my second read for Gzil, and the first read I got for it was so confusing, super confusing, and I didn't air the video because it was just, I was just so confused about the price. I was so confused about how this even the prices I was getting for it, because the prices I was getting for it in my last reading are exactly the same as the prices I'm getting for it in this reading, but now I have a better understanding of it and I understand how it works. Okay, so if I want to say that the people so if you requested Gzil last time, you will be sent this reading as just complimentary, as an update with the prices. And that's just what I do as a courtesy, because I believe that that's the right thing to do. So that's with any of my readings. If prices change in particular, you'll get the free reading update. I don't do it with all my unless there's a difference in price or something new energy has been learnt, yeah, if the prices change. But I want to say with this Gzil, I found the prices so confusing, and anyway, I'm going to do this reading and then it will explain why. So the first card I get out for it asking Spirit, is this one a good investment? I get yes, it is a good investment. Yeah, so I have it has a lifespan of 11 years, and I believe that that is same or similar to Zil. Well, it must be the same as Zil. I don't know. I haven't looked at my Zil reading. I can't remember what the lifespan I got for Zil was, but anyway, this one I get at 11 years, so I think it must be around about the same. Yes, this one is a good investment, but it's not going to make you, from the price points I got, it's not going to make you wealthy. I personally believe it's better to be in Zilliqa. Zilliqa is going to bring you more wealth, and I'll explain this to you, which I didn't understand in the previous read. So I'll get on with this reading, and then you understand a little bit further. So the first card I get out is this one, which is the Lover's card. And the Lover's card is all about union, cooperation, choice, love. This Lover's card represents the union of these two, Gzil and Zil, together, right? So they're very much tied together. They are completely tied together. This is what confused me about the prices in the first read that I got for this, and I just couldn't understand it. And I thought perhaps because it was so new, why I was just getting just like such small, like 0.0 prices for this, and why because the value was apparently meant to be worth more. But I understand why now, and it's because you can't read this as a separate entity. This is not, Gzil is not a separate entity. This is two. This is the Lovers. Gzil was not separate from Zil. it's part of it. It's all tied and linked and combined together. So the price for Gzil, you're not going to get huge prices for Gzil on its own. It'll seem like it is, but it's not. Particularly not in this timeline. So, and this confirms even further with this in going into this second quarter, 2021, the card I get is the Hangman, right? And this Hangman is about surrender, waiting, sacrifice, right? And what this Hangman indicates is that it's the ties between the two. Gzil is completely pegged to Zilliqa, right? So its price into the next year does not go higher in the percentage of Zil does. Do you know what I'm trying to say here? So I couldn't understand this with my other read, but I do understand it now. So as Zilliqa's price goes higher, this percentage price, what I get for Gzil, is lower because the two are pegged together. So now I understand how this works. I was wondering why I wasn't getting good dollar prices for Zilliqa because it was, Gzil, because it's, you're meant to be able to exchange, one for the other. And I would advise what Spirit told me when I did my meditation. I was talking about this. For investors, you're much better off to just exchange it and be in Zilliqa, because the Zilliqa price is going to be much higher than what the Gzil price. As Zilliqa goes higher, this price will go down lower. Gzil's the paired price. It'll be relatable is what I'm getting. Now I understand. I couldn't understand this. It was so confusing for me in the last read that I did, which was only a couple of weeks ago. Why this small percentage? But it's because it's tied. And so as Zilliqa increases in price, which it will by the end of the year, will go in first, second quarter, this one, Gzil's price, it ties in to Zilliqa, so its percentage rate tied to Zilliqa is lower. So now I understand it, because these two are not separate. These two are tied together. These are pegged together. This is hangman, tied, linked, hanging, tied to Zil, right? So it makes complete sense now. And so as a 2021 outcome card that I get for Gzil, I get this one. I get Temperance. And again, this is another confirmation that Temperance is all about combining, creating, and compromise. Temperance is about finding balance and integration. It is two or more coming together, and which is what this is. So it's about, again, the tide and time for continual adjustment and compromise on what the value of this one is. So again, I'd like to confirm that these are all about being together and linked in. They're not separating anytime soon, let me tell you. Eventually, yes, when talking to Spirit, I got, yes, it's a good investment, but it's not going to make you huge gains, not like Zilliqa is, and it'll still be worth of value, it's free, you're earning it free, but its use is better for the miners or the people that have the master nodes. Yeah, the people that are mining this, so they'll be using it. It'll be more valuable for them because for something that it'll be used for. I don't know what that is exactly, but being as changing all your Zil into Gzil, no, I wouldn't be doing that as an investor. That's what Spirit told me, okay? So this is not financial advice. If that's what you want to do and your intuition tells you that you should change your Zilliqa into Gzil, then fine. But as an investor, there's better gains currently at the moment. I see with Spirit, I see this Gzil price being higher and then going lower, okay, next year. And the reason why I couldn't understand this, God, this baffled me and confused me so much. It's because these two, this is not going to stand on its own. Gzil is tied and interlinked together so tightly with Zilliqa. So as Zilliqa price goes up, this price goes down. This value price goes down. Well, it doesn't go down in value. It goes down in its price compared to, because Zilliqa's price goes up. So that's what I'm trying to say. So as a good investment, I don't know, you earn it. If you want to hold on to it as a side thing, then yes, I suppose you can hold on to it. But I actually think Zilliqa is the investment. Zilliqa is the one that's going to shift your wealth and make you wealthy. Okay, this is more something which will be, you know, for the miners, the master nodes, the people, the delegator. You know, when you choose your delegator to use and be of value there, something there, I'm not sure. But for you investors, invested, and, you know, yeah, you'll be able to change it over, but you, yeah, it's trying to get the value of it. Spirit, it was very difficult for Spirit and I to understand, well, for me, to Spirit to relay to me, for me to try to understand, because its value actually goes down instead of up, and I couldn't understand this. But that's because Zilliqa goes up in price next year, so that's why now it makes sense. So remembering, this is not financial advice, and do your own research and due diligence before, you know, investing in any cryptocurrency. And yeah, the people, if you requested this before, I'll send this reading to you just as a courtesy. And yeah, Zilliqa is the one that's going to change your life, though, peoples. Okay, I mean, information might change in 6 months or a year's time. If I did a reading for it next year, it might be different in end of 2021 going into 2022. But yeah, I'm not getting huge prices for this one. That's what I wanted to say, only because the two are so tied together. Zilliqa, I get great prices for. Okay, I think that's all I have. Okay, namaste.